all for coming to the inaugural Full Wedge Classic.
We're up to 197, Ty. Thanks for joining us, man.
Whoa.
197. We've been going
Thanks for
strong.
having me.
Yeah, we've I think when you were talking Corn Ferry Tour a couple of years ago, that's when we had talked to you. That's right around when we last spoke, I think, or chatted on here anyway.
Was that 2 years ago?
I think so.
2 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I might have missed that episode, but
Yeah, I think it's been
I was looking for it the other day. I couldn't find it. It was way far.
you
It
gotta
must
go
have been
deep
way
in the
down there.
archives.
Yeah.
Oh, it's buried now. We've been going strong pretty much every Friday since. Hold on, let me see. I think I can grab it here. I don't know if I have an episode number in this one or not, but October 21st, 2020. 2022, sorry.
2020?
2022.
Oh, 2022.
2022.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's when we posted it up. So, Bryce,
Yep.
look how young you were looking here, man.
Oh yeah, that's when I shaved. I had a shaved
You're
face.
so clean.
I know. It's all right.
Damn. And that was like shortly after that that match with Mark.
Casulo. Yeah.
Yeah, that legendary match. I've talked to him a little bit. He came on with us a little while ago. It was probably about a year ago now. And we were kind of chatting with it a bit. And
I heard that.
Imagine going 9 deep or something like that and losing in match play. It's like just
Well,
crazy.
I guess we're gonna get the other side of the story today. Eh?
Yeah.
After,
No, Putter hasn't
we
been
got
that
Mark's
hot
side.
since.
Might as well get your side too.
You a couple questions. I guess we'll get it out of the way. You still gaming the 5-wood?
No, I knew that was coming too.
Yeah, that had to come. That had to come, right?
No,
Like,
it had to go. The
Yeah.
steel shaft, I must have had the steel still on it the last time we talked about it, but it kind of, the head flew off.
Yeah.
Right over a little inlet on 14 at Upper Canada.
Okay.
At the home track. Head flew off, cleared the water, thank God. And I just couldn't save the steel shaft, couldn't find one. I threw I think I threw a Pro Force in there. Tried to mimic the steel, and it just wasn't the same.
Yeah.
Kick point's not the same. So it's on the bench right now. It's ready to go if I need it.
Yeah.
But I got a 3-iron in there right now.
Oh, so we got the 5-wood out completely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I think the steel was the magic.
How's the rock? So you're saying you're kind of not rolling it well right now? Like you went to, was it a Spider you had one to for a bit there?
Yeah, I'm still gaming that.
Okay.
Like stroke feels good, just nothing's going in the last couple months. So
Right.
just keep hitting lines and see what happens. But yeah, it's tough. I mean, go this long without having a gaining strokes around putting, it's pretty tough.
Yeah.
Only so much you can do though, man. Like I mean, if you're hitting good putts and good lines, I mean, that's cotton for you, right?
Yeah.
So obviously things are going okay though. Like if you're, you just qualified for the Ottawa event, so that's kind of out you're out in the Cornwall area, kind of out your way. So how was that?
Yep.
How was getting into that? Like it must have felt good to kind of get back into it. I know we'll probably chat about Q school a little bit, but you say you're not rolling it too well, but obviously you probably had a pretty good day. I think you went like
Yeah. The
was it like 66?
yeah, I was 7. I was 7 for 2 rounds. Yeah, I think it was par 72, 69, 68. I think.
Right. Yeah.
That was just ball striking again. I've been ball striking it well for the last year and a half, 2 years. Been really solid. But yeah, that day I just hit 32 greens. Had Jake Bryson on the bag, so we were talking numbers the whole day, getting good numbers, picking good lines too. Just nothing really was going in, but just ball was in front of me the whole time. No penalty shots. Putted well enough to have no 3 putts. So there was really nothing other than a couple missed greens that were causing bogeys. I think, just 1 per round. But proximity was good, ball striking was good, and then basically just got the par 5s. That was about it.
Nice. So when you're kind of getting set up for that, that's next weekend. That's the last weekend.
Next week.
Or last weekend of July. Yeah. So, how's prep going? Like, are you prepping any different? Like, were you playing all like right up until like I know that you said you kind of took a little bit of time off after that was a couple years back, I guess now, but after Q school, like you got right back into it. You've just been going ever since.
Yeah. Q school this year for Americas, it was when was it? Mid May. So kind of right when I got back, it was right into Canadian Open the Monday for that. and then East Coast season started right away. TPT, all that started up right away. So May was pretty much a qualifier month. No time to really take a break after that. But again, it was just putting again down there, like hitting the ball solid. So lose a little bit of sleep with the putts not going in, but it would be different if I was just sniping drives OB or something, and we'd have something to really fix. But yeah, that's about it. Just got right back into it.
So with you guys like going out next week, are you like kind of getting ready? Like, you doing anything different? Like, obviously you didn't have status this year. Like, what's your mindset kind of going into it? Obviously you wanted to kind of extend into a couple more events, right? So how's
Yeah,
your
I think
mindset going into it?
it's no different than any other tournament. Honestly, more comfortable just because like I play the creek all the time with Jake and the guys from there. I get out there like seems to be at least once a week. So
Oh, okay, that's good.
kind of like a second home course, honestly. If he doesn't get through in the Monday, he has the game to do it, and he's playing well. So I hope he does. If he doesn't, then he's going to be on the sticks for me that week, which will help. But yeah, honestly, more comfortable than going to play a course that I don't really have experience on. Just everybody around the area. I know everybody at the course, all the staff. I'm gonna have a bunch of friends, family out there, so it's gonna be a good week. Was looking forward to that qualifier. That was a circled one on the calendar for sure.
Are you like, I guess like, I'm just thinking, like, I guess you're just gonna try and ball out pretty much, right? Like, you gotta just try and
Yeah, just that's it. I mean, just playing the course. That's it. Just playing the course.
like, do you
I
have
think
do you have any like really like good rounds there? Like, is it like, does the course play well for you? You play play the course well? Like, it's
yeah. I got a funny story. So I've played there probably at least just 12 times this year since Jake Bryson, Nick Working, and I were down in Myrtle Beach for a month and a half. We were playing some golf with Casulo down there, just getting some reps in. And since we've come back from there, like I've at least played 12 rounds.
okay.
And the first couple rounds, first 2-3 rounds, I was working late at the simulator place. I'd finish at like 10, 11 some nights. Just get a Domino's, just nice and easy. Just get a Domino's right on the way home. I'd go out the next day to the creek, shoot 66. Go get a Domino's next week, go shoot 65. It's like, all right.
Oh, your pregame
After 4 times, I was like, okay, this like it might be a thing. I started joking around with the guys, like, all right, I have a Domino's tonight, so we'll see what happens. And then the next day, it's 66. And I don't have a Domino's one week. I shoot even par. So I just have a Domino's every time I go out to the creek. So I'm thinking I'm gonna get one Wednesday night. We'll get one Wednesday night. Have 2 slices a night and just keep the superstition rolling.
I love that. This is where I insert that. I got to rip a real quick edit here, but this is where I try and remember to insert the Michael Scott. I'm not superstitious. I'm a little stitious over top of this one and just kind of crop your face in there. But that's sweet, man. I'm a pretty like Bryce. You and I have talked about superstitions and stuff like that on. Like, you're a sicko. Like, it's kind of
Yeah,
I feel like I would have to, man. If I'm in my head thinking like a slice of pizza at I was gonna do it.
Like the first few, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love my Domino's, but the first couple times it was just an accident. Then I just started doing it. I'm like, going out to the creek tomorrow playing a cash game, you better have a Domino's. I think I've shot 30 on the back once and maybe twice. 31 a few times. Like, it doesn't matter how the round's going, it just creeps up to a low one after I have a pie before I head out there.
I have Domino's, man.
I'm already
love a Domino's.
Yeah, we gotta get Domino's on the horn here. I gotta tag them. Like, give me the location, I'll tag them, and we'll see if we can get a little something going. But I can already like picture you on the 18th green, like just like with a slice of pizza on Sunday or something like that. That'd be so good. I hope so, man. I hope so, because obviously.
Or a big job and then a nice Domino's box and the trophy.
Yeah, like remember Happy Gilmore? Like, I eat 3 subs a day. Yeah. Like, that's gonna be tight. Like, fast forward a couple of years from now, you're playing PGA Tour or something like that, and you're like a Domino's guy.
Center of his staff bag.
Yeah, exactly. Remember Rory did it? Rory was like Domino's is kind of the go-to if you don't know the pizza joint in the city. You just got to go to Domino's. That's so
That's it.
ridiculous, but I
Man,
love
you
it.
gotta go. My buddy out in Philly, he got me on the deep dish. I'll never go back to a normal one.
In Philly.
The deep, yeah. He's my buddy. He's from Cornwall. He's working for the Flyers. He's a data analyst for the Flyers. And
Okay.
go out to visit him every other month, and he's always getting a deep dish. He got me hooked on it.
You ever get the deep dish from Little Caesars here when you're in Michigan?
No, we were usually just budgeting with the hot and sweaties.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Deep
the
dish-
hot and sweaties.
dish are good, though.
So let me ask you, Bryce, is that like the one where it's the rectangle, they cut it into 4?
Yeah, and it's like this. It's like
Oh
an
yeah,
inch.
that's
Yeah.
so
No,
so.
I've had it. At school, we were just getting the hot and sweaties.
The lunch
Yeah.
combo is money. Like when you're working, you get a lunch combo. You get 4 slices of deep dish, a 20-ounce pop or just a normal pop, and then like a dipping sauce for like $5.50 or something. It's awesome.
Oh,
That
not
was-
up here now, buddy. That's
Oh,
$22.50.
we
That's
hammered.
$22.50
easily.
north of the border up
Yeah.
here.
I have
So
a slice here.
oh yeah, it's crazy, man. It's nuts. Because I remember, okay, so we've had a deep dish conversation now twice, and I think Bo Blair. So he's like a World Long Drive. He's like a World Long Drive pro. I think he was about the deep dish. He loved the deep dish,
Uh-huh.
but our friend Jake Morrow from Made from the Range hates deep dish, and he's from Chicago. So I went down to Chicago, and I went to like, I think it's called like Malnati's or something like that. It's supposed to be like, it's the home of deep dish, and it's like, and I was very underwhelmed. So I was like, what is going on here? I just didn't love it. It just wasn't, it didn't hit the same as that Little Caesars one did. I was like, it's all crunchy on the outside and stuff. I was like, it's
That's
so
what it's
good.
supposed to be.
Yeah.
Gotta get used to it, I guess.
Like the other deep dish was like kind of soggy. Like it was just, but I guess some people like it like that. Like some people like it kind of soupy and stuff too, right? So
I like the inside soupy, but the crust has got to be crunchy.
yeah, I think I don't know. Maybe I missed. I also had like, I should say, I have like debatably. Well, I don't know. I haven't had that many deep dishes. I sound ridiculous right now, but at Super Frico in Las Vegas in the Cosmo, they've got a couple different ones, and I got like the seafood one, and it was unbelievable. It was so good. It was probably like $70, but it was
Yeah.
very good, very
Worth
good.
it.
Definitely worth it if you're going to if you're in Vegas. Stop by, go up the back of the Cosmo all the way back. It's like a pretty cool restaurant too, and get any of the deep dish. I've had 2 different ones there now, and they're definitely good. So really derailed the pod here, Ty, but that's okay.
We've been in worse places.
Yeah, we've been in way worse places, so that's okay. But slice of pie before each round. What else you got going on? Like, you got anything else going on like leading up to the week? Like, are you just kind of treating it like any other event? Obviously, we're trying to do a 4-day event. Do you look like ahead of time, like at what, placings and stuff like that might get you status or conditional or anything like that? Like, is that ever in your mind going into one of these events?
I haven't looked at anything status wise. It's either top 20 or top 25, and you get the next week. So that's just the goal right off the bat. Maybe chain a few of these together.
Right.
But honestly, you're just gonna treat it like any other round out there. I mean, we're usually playing for some good cash when we're out there, so it's not gonna feel any different pressure wise. Comfortable on the golf course. It suits my game really well. So that's it. It's just gonna be point and shoot, just pick numbers, and then hopefully the putts drop. That's about it.
And you were saying,
Is it a
Jake,
long course?
I think it's 71 maybe.
So long enough.
that's got some teeth.
Yeah, maybe 72. I think that last year we played it as a 71 though, par 71. They made 12 into a par 4, which that was a beast. Doesn't really change. Yeah, it's crazy tight. Like your landing zone with driver from the back, it's maybe 15, 20 yards.
Oh,
Just left is fairway bunker, right's just forest.
no, it's
So
shooting
it's a pretty spooky tee shot, honestly.
yeah. Don't want that.
Last year before
Yeah.
the event, we had like the director on, which was pretty cool. I should reach out to him, see if we can grab him for next week. But it was cool. It's kind of cool to like chat about it and like see the ins and the outs. They had like like Giroux out there last year and stuff. It was kind of cool. It's kind of cool. And he played all
Yeah.
right. Like it seems like a pretty cool event. They're trying to like, make it a lot of fun. I know like Scotty's been on the pod before, Scotty Pritchard, and he's kind of explaining a lot of like the statuses and stuff. I know that's all completely changed now that it's gone to America. So I'm a little bit like lost on some of those, like how that works, but I do think it is 20 or 25. I think that makes sense that you get
Yeah,
the
it's
subsequent
around
week
that.
based on that. And then,
Yeah.
hopefully you'd be coming out to Windsor, right? So, and it was Jake, you said, right? That was on the bag?
Yeah, Jake Bryson.
And he's a member there?
Yeah, he's been there. Oh man.
That's sweet. That's
Probably
nice to have.
probably like 12, 15 years, like pretty much his whole life he's been out there.
He knows every blade of grass out there.
He does, yeah. I mean, he's got if it works out, I'm in a loop for him in the Monday, just waiting on his tee time.
Right.
Again, I mean, hopefully he gets in. He's got the game to get in. But if not, I'll have a good caddy for the week.
Who do you got
Nice.
on the bag if he qualifies? You know yet?
You know, figure it out. It's gonna be know a couple other guys there I can ask, but if not, I'll get pops on the sticks again.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
I was hopeful to get out there. We actually got like through the podcast, we got an allowance to do a bit of work with the PGA Tour Americas in this case. So I've like in work aside from the podcast, just having a tough time right now. So we're locked up there. So I was actually going to be out on the Wednesday next week through. I didn't know if I'd be doing anything Thursday or I'd offer it up, but it's a blast, man. But I didn't mean to block the camera here, but I just grabbed the scorecard. So we got just over 7,012.
712, yeah.
And number 12, they play 512. They played that all the way back at the tips from there as a par 4.
We did the first round. Second round we removed, what's the deck up, like 480, 475?
483. So it looks
Yeah,
like
we
blue
played
and
that deck.
bronze is 483.
Mm-hmm.
And then whites is 478. Whites and greens 478.
Okay, it was probably whites actually. Yeah, it was somewhere in that range, like high fours for most of the rounds. First round was all the way back though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good hole. I mean, it's a par 5 green too. It's pretty small.
Yeah, I'm seeing that because it's like it's almost got a double bend in the fairway.
It does, yeah. If you're laying up, you gotta go way left.
Yeah, I see that.
Big waist area in front.
So those bunkers on the left hand side, how far out are those? They look like
from green.
Yeah, they look like they're.
You probably got like the left one, the right one. Right one you can carry it.
Yeah, the right one looks okay. Yeah.
Yeah, the left one you probably got like from the front of it, or the closest end of it to the tee. You probably got like 220, 230.
So that landing zone that's tight, like where you're trying to land that.
Yeah, it's tight. I'm hoping they make number 7 a par 4 this year if they're going to do it again, but I have no idea.
Yeah, that looks super tight there too. Oh boy.
Yeah.
That's a small green too.
I shoot 95 at this place.
Are you looking it up right now, Bryce? Yeah.
Oh, I'm just hearing you guys talk about it.
It looks
No, 7 is tight, but you can pinch one kind of over those right bunkers and be okay, and if not, left rough is just fine there. It's a little more forgiving.
It doesn't show right bunkers on the map here, but it does look like beefy, and then it gets super narrow. I'm just trying to see like how close that is. Like I'm trying to kind of gauge that, but.
Well, I'm gonna go a smidge off topic here because it's in my mind. But speaking of my game, I lipped out a hole in one the other day.
Did you?
No.
Yeah.
That's all we're hoping for now, Bryce. We just need that, man. You and I are in a very dark place with our games. Like we're just hoping for hole in ones now.
I played in a scramble on Saturday and Sunday.
And a scramble? Could you imagine?
I know. We were 7 under through 7 on Saturday and finished 12. Oh, it was awful.
Buddy, but, you wouldn't be able to afford to have a baby.
Dude, I hit a gap wedge. It was like 122. I took a little off it, and I just landed 4 feet behind the hole, sucked back, and just went directly to the right, and it ended up like a foot. But I was like, oh, like it had good speed, everything, and it just lipped out.
Oh man, that'd be expensive, but it is tragic. It's always tragic to hear those stories, man. It'd be an expensive one though in a scramble tournament. Like it'd be.
And it was closest to the pin, so I wasn't gonna sneak out of there without anyone knowing, because I would have got the close to the pin award. Oh, it would have been.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. Like you would have.
It would have been announced that I got it.
Yeah, you would have dropped $3,500 for that prize. Yeah, that would have been an expensive one. Blake tried to squeak out on his. I remember him telling me that. I don't know if they had hole-in-one insurance there or whatever, but he was like, "No, I'm leaving." I was like, his younger brother made a hole-in-one on a par 4 in club championships, and he's like, "I'm getting out of here." I was like, "I don't think you can. I don't think you can, Blake. I think
You can't do it.
I think you're stuck here." So, Ty, can we talk a little about the cash games and stuff? I'm a fan of the cash game. I know Bryce plays a couple with the buddies, but like that's all I live for now. Like, it's like literally all I've got. Like, would love to chat about it a bit. Do we get any inside? What game you guys playing? You playing Banker, Wolf? Like, what do you guys?
Actually, I just started playing Banker.
It's so good, so good, eh?
I knew of it. Just started playing it.
Yeah.
We're actually Nick Work and Jake and I, before we were heading up to it was the East Coast one day event last Friday. Kind of got rained out. Practice round got rained out. Course was closed, so went to the simulator place in town in Cornwall, and we were playing some aggressive Banker on the sims with auto putt, with random putt.
With the random putt. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
I've played a 2-man match play with the random putt, and it's nasty, man. It knows what's up.
Yeah, it's brutal. It's brutal. Workins Ghost missed a 0.7 yarder on 18 and cost him 150, I think.
Oh man,
that same hole, Jake's guy made like an 18 yarder, like 40 footer or something. Like,
that's so ridiculous. Criminal. That's awful. That's awful. It's just like, I don't know. You're just spinning the wheel at that point. It's just playing roulette at that point.
Yeah, you just can't putt on the radar. It's so hard to putt on the radars.
Yeah, it's
just like, you ever just do like a 10-foot radius or 8-foot radius or whatever, and just the auto gimme or whatever.
Usually, yeah. I mean, if I'm just playing in the winter, I'll just put 10 footers on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll never go less than that. There's no point hitting a 5-footer on a sim.
Yeah, no. I usually play like 12 or 16. I was just
the auto putt's just fun when you're gambling. It just adds a little more degen to it.
Oh yeah, it definitely does. We had that happen where like we were playing like a 2-man match, and we were down on a short par 4, and we were going into 17. I like ripped it to the front edge of the green, and the other guys hit their approach shot to like, I can't remember what it was. It was like 6 feet or something. So they were in for 3, and the auto putt gave it to me for like a 70-footer or something like that, and brought us to 18. And I'm pretty sure we ended up winning on 18. It was awful, man. But I remember like my one buddy Corey was just so tilted from it. I was like, it's gotten you at some point through the match. It's like helped you guys out at some point, but it was fun, man. It was a lot of fun. But those things are, that's another level. Banker's a lot of fun though, man, because you can kind of like really make things spicy. Like it can get out of control quickly. I've seen like a couple $100 on 18 and stuff like that on like one hole, just like not with me, but with the other guys in the group. And I'm just like, man, that's it can be a fun game though. It can be like super intense too. It can be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. Play a lot of Hammer too. Hammer's fun.
How's that one go?
I don't think I've heard of Hammer. Yeah.
No, I haven't either.
Oh, you're in for a treat then. All right, so just heads up is easiest. I mean, if it's in teams, you just gotta be on the same page of when you're gonna hammer. But you just pick a denom. If you start at 5, it's always birdie, double, eagle, triples, and every time you hammer, the initial bet value doubles.
Okay.
Like the whole thing doubles, but you can't hammer twice in a row. So it's like if you and I were playing against each other, you pump your tee shot in the woods, I hammer. If you decline it, you just give me the hole. That's it. It's a $5 hole. If I make birdie, it doubles. Even if you make birdie, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
So if you accept, now it's a $10 hole. Yeah. And the hammer's in your pocket. So you're waiting for me to do something, put one in a bunker. You can throw it back at me.
Ooh.
You can do it when
any time in the hole.
Anytime in the hole. So if I'm in for par, the hammer's in your pocket, and you got like a 12-footer for bird, you hammer. I have to accept it and let you putt it, or just decline it and give you the hole. That's when it gets fun on the greens or something. Nice. When you've already had 2 on the hole, 5, 10, 20. Yeah, it gets up to like maybe, I don't know, if you start at 5, like it'll get up to 40 sometimes, birdie doubles, but sometimes that the guy's birdie putts from like 8 feet, you're already in for par, and you just if you decline and he misses, you just donated him a 20.
Mm-hmm.
If you,
Yeah, I
you
like
decline,
that.
he makes, it's 40, and if you accept it and he jugs it, it's 80. But yeah, it's a lot of risk, but it's fun.
Yeah, I can really like. I'm kind of just like reading through it here. Can see the whole with the original bet amount, the decision making process is where the strategy and excitement lie. That's cool. I like that game.
I know, yeah, I can never describe it right.
Yeah,
Honestly, it's a tough one to describe.
yeah. You
If you want to
kind of
get aggressive, you just hammer every tee box. I mean, that's it.
yeah.
You just throw the hammer every tee box.
You just got to be in it essentially. Like you got to just keep yourself in the hole and kind of like hope
Yeah,
your essentially like hope your partner like hope your whoever you're playing the match with kind of messes up a little bit and then yeah you drop hammer. So
you have to accept or decline before you hit your shot though. Like if we both have 200 in and you put it to 6 feet, you hammer me. I can't hit my shot until I make a call.
okay,
Mm-hmm.
gotcha.
So
And it
yeah,
doubles. Like so if you start at 5, it'll go to 10 and then you
10 to 20.
if somebody rehammers it goes to 20. Oh, that's such a good game,
Yeah,
man. That's so
20 to
fun.
40.
That's
Yeah, it
wild.
gets going.
That's
Birdie
wild.
double, eagle
Oh,
triple.
so the money is between like it stacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Like
That's
even like if both teams make decisions, the money still stacks no matter who makes decisions.
Yeah, the entire thing doubles. Like it doesn't just go 10, 15,
Yeah, I got
20.
you.
Like it, yeah.
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 If you start at 10, it gets pretty aggressive. Like you're looking at like 140 to 200 or hole or something.
That can be
If you're
wild,
really playing aggressive. But
yeah.
yeah, we don't really do that. Like 5 is good.
Yeah, that's that'll creep up there a bit. Even when you're playing banker, if you're playing like the one that I saw was $20 with the double press on a par 4.
Yeah.
So or $25 with the double press. I think it got up to 200 by the so but even like you're playing a par 3, even if you're playing a par 3, you're playing $5 or whatever. You got to call in the air when you're playing banker on a par 3, so that makes it a $15 hole and then if you repress it, that makes it $45. Like that can be a real quick $45. Like in our game, if you're hitting to the green, you guys might be a bit different, but if I'm on the green, I'm pretty much I'm pretty much pressing all the time, right? So yeah, I don't know. Gambling's pretty good when it's pretty fun when you're playing golf. We play this game like 3-2. You ever play 3-2 on the greens with the 3 putts?
No.
Yeah, so or you can play like as a 6-5 or whatever denomination you want to make it. So like anytime somebody's going to putt, if they're like, if they're 60 feet or whatever, you call it 3-2 or 6-5 or whatever you set the denomination to. And if he 2 putts, he gets $2. If he 3 putts, you get 3. So it's kind of like another like little piece that you can just add on to like the putting, like a little side prop, little prop that on the side. But damn,
We do the snake sometimes. Snake is the last person to 3 putt in the round. If you have the snake in the pocket at the end of the round, you owe every guy 50 or something.
Yeah, that's always tough. That one's always a little bit tough, especially like where
Yeah,
we play.
yeah.
Where we play at Port Hope. Did you play the TPT event there? I think you did, right?
No, I didn't.
I thought you had, but like where I like at my spot, there's multiple 3 putts per round. Like there's definitely a few, so it's not like you're not getting through a round without a 3 putt. So the group likes that one. It's always pretty good. But
oh, it's fun.
Yeah, we're off topic here. We got into gambling, eating pizzas. Now I kind of lost track of where we're going, but
that's the life.
It's just man, it's like it's our games too. Like lately, Bryce and I have been talking about golf a little bit. Golf's been like kind of exciting again. There's been a lot of stuff kind of happening in golf. Like it's been pretty good. Like, but I don't know. It's just like our games are in such a bad spot that it's hard.
But I called Bobby Mack last week.
Yeah, Bryce did on the pod called Bobby Mack last week, which is pretty cool. So it's good stuff.
Shane Lowry this week.
Maybe, yeah. Do you follow like any pro golf or anything like that, Ty?
Honestly, not a ton. I mean, all the majors, yes. All the majors, yeah. Just like everyday tournaments, not so much, honestly. I'll watch all the majors though, except for the Open. I'll catch the reruns. I'm not getting up.
I get that. Yeah. Did you cross over with Cam at all when you were like before you finished up at EMU?
Yeah, we had 2 years. Yeah, 2 years together.
Nice.
Yeah.
Were you kind of following him when he was at the Canadian Open at all? Oh,
Yeah, we were. That was back nine. Was it second round? I think it was the back nine.
Yeah.
He was right there for a bit. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
he played
we're
well.
following it. It was intense.
Yeah, it was cool. Like I was talking to him, I was there, like talking to him just afterwards, and then the next day he's still dealing with it a little bit. Like I know he's kind of frustrated about a few things, and he came on the pod and kind of chatted with us a little bit about it afterwards. But man, his game's kind of peaking, man. He's EMU boys, you guys do it. It's pretty good there, man. You guys are doing it right at the school. Things are going pretty well there, man. So it's nice. I know Michael.
All D-gens.
Yeah, Michael Blair got in too, which was kind of cool. Another EMU guy. So
Yes, yeah, that's the Monday. That was some horrible weather.
yeah, it was
bad.
It was a tough week, like all around, man. But I know, like camp playing at Taranto was awesome, and I got to chat with him and his brother before we did a pod, like a live pod, which was kind of cool. And but yeah, he was just like he really enjoyed the experience. It's obviously like something that's you guys all want to kind of be there. Like that's the idea, is to get there, right? So
yeah, for sure.
It's just you got to be hot at the right time. Like you got to play hot at the right time, right? Or be really hot at the right time. So
That's it. Yeah.
what else you got going on for the rest of the I don't know how long we've been here, so I don't know if we got to wrap this thing up. We've probably been 45 minutes or so, but what do you got going on the rest of the year, Ty? Like do you have your schedule kind of set? Obviously like pretty much last month was a lot of qualifiers and stuff like that, but do you have you got things kind of set for the rest of the year?
Yeah, pretty much just, I mean, we'll see what happens next week. Hopefully chain a few of these together. I don't know how many more Mondays I'm going to get out to.
Yeah.
Possibly Windsor. I got a buddy in Minnesota. I'll probably go out to that one too. He lives right near the track.
Nice.
Other than that, it's just going to be just East Coast, slip in a few TPTs, going up to the Sault Ste. Marie's event again. That was fun last year. Canada Cup, that's kind of the major every mini tour guy. So
Yeah.
August, it's a busy month, and then that just kind of bleeds right into Q school again. So keep the pedal down for the next few months and get out to Corn Ferry and perform. That's it.
That's it.
Where do you play up in the Sioux? What course?
It's Sault Country Club.
So
right on the water there.
Bryce, remember we were talking with it was Sadinsky. What's is it Jake?
Oh, Zach.
Zach, yeah.
Zach, yeah.
And he was going to play that event.
Yeah, that was last year.
Was he playing with you?
Yeah, we went up together.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So I remember he kind of mentioned it. We were chatting with him a little bit before that. So, man, we talked like, how do we talk to so many guys that went to the same school?
It's a hike up there, man. It's so...
Bryce played hockey there. Bryce was,
it's a mission.
Yeah.
I used to come through the States and stay in Michigan and try to break the drive up, and it still sucked.
Any good memories out in the Sioux, Bryce? Like any good spots out there? Or just
I don't know. I loved it there. I was just looking here on the maps. I forget what the course was called that we always played, but it was a great little track up in it was kind of, I say mountains, but it was just like really hilly, like on this like rocky terrain, and it was just a sweet little course. And I'm trying to find where it was, but so long ago.
It wasn't like Sioux Country Club, no?
Yeah, this one's
No.
That's Sioux's pretty flat. It's right on the water, like kind of right on the Canada border.
Yeah.
So we just stay at the casino there and.
Great, it's great spot. That's right near the rink. We always used to, when we go on road trips, we'd go into the casino, and they used to, if you went and asked for decks of cards, like they already used them, they were going to throw them out, they would just give us 10 packs of cards, and we'd just destroy them on the way down from road trips.
That's good to know, actually. I'll snipe a few of those this year.
Yeah, go in there. They're mint, too. They're the good casino cards. They're all, the corners are cut, and they're hole punch, but still, they...
Yeah, I've done that before. I've gone in and grabbed some of those before.
Yeah, go grab some. They're great.
Was it Crimson Ridge?
Yes.
Yeah. I just looked it up. It actually looks pretty sweet. It looks like a nice spot, man.
Great track.
Really nice spot. That's so far up there, though. That's so
far. Yeah, it's deep.
Yeah.
But when you're living
good 12 from here. Or 11.
Yeah, it's like 9, 10, isn't it, from this area, Bryce? So, yeah, it's got to be
something
a good 12.
like that. I don't know what it was total from there, because I always used to come here.
Yeah.
And then stay the night and then drive. I think it was like 5 from home to here, and then it was like 6 or something, around 11 total. But I broke it up. Didn't feel that bad, but I loved it up there. It's great, especially in the summer. Oh, it's awesome.
So it's not the long weekend. No, it's next weekend that you're playing, eh, Ty? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm heading up there Saturday. Play on Saturday, Sunday. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Pro Am Wednesday, and then straight into it.
Nice, man. Nice. Well, hopefully you're playing the following week in Windsor.
Yep.
I'm gonna try and plan to
That'll
do
be
something
great.
then. But
It's Ambassador again, I believe, right?
Great track.
Yeah.
Yep. Played a ton of tournaments there.
Great track.
Yeah, because I know obviously a few of the guys are going and stuff. I was gonna try and go out to Windsor. I can't get out there during the week, but I was gonna try and go out on the weekend. So hopefully you're there, man. If you're there, I'll come by and say hello and chat and see if you got somebody on the back for the weekend. But
I would have been there for sure, but you just can't do it.
Yeah, you can't. You're in crunch time right now, man.
That'd be the worst if I was like there and she went to labor. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, you'd probably make like, I don't know, you'd make social media like you'd
right.
go viral or something like that. It'd be pretty cool. Come back by the 16th or 17th hole, and maybe finish the round. But Ty, I don't know how long we held you, man. I kind of lost track of time. Hopefully it wasn't too long, but we got like way off track talking about dominoes and stuff. But I love these kind of episodes, man. They're a lot of fun. But 197 later, hopefully we're doing 197 more, and it's we'll hopefully be up to EMU by episode like 205 or something like that. We're planning something with Andy right now, so we'll definitely kind of mention some of you guys in there, because it's definitely the school that has dominated our kind of podcast for like NCAA for sure. The only one that we're missing, I said this, because we had Marchese on too the other day, so it's like now we got you guys wouldn't have had crossover though, because I think he was. Or no, he didn't. Did he go there? No, but he plays. He plays with Coog though all the time. So that's what we were saying. Like we missed Coog, and I've talked to him a little bit and said we got to get you on. So it's I don't know. We'll have to do like a rerun or something. Episode 250 or 300. We'll just do it in the new spot or something. If A-Dub will give us some. I don't know. Maybe he'll give us some allowance or something. Let us in there for a half an hour or something and do a pod. We'll
a lot of space. There's a lot of space in there. It's a crazy place.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
Cam was saying it was pretty awesome. It's good to hear that that the guys have that space, or the boys and girls that are playing there have that space to kind of practice. That's awesome, man. Glad to hear too, because like it's such a northern university too, right? In comparison, so it's like it's
3 or 4 months.
What's that?
You only get 3 or 4 months.
That's what I mean, though. So it's like it's so nice to have a facility like that with like, I think they were saying, I can't remember the square footage, but just like the putting green, everything, like all the facilities inside. Sounds amazing.
It's massive. It's unbelievable.
Well, Ty, best of luck, man. Hopefully we're seeing you play into the weekend and then on to Windsor as well. That'd be great, man. Maybe we see you roll it into a few. I'll definitely be in Toronto as well. So, if you need somebody to carry, I'm in Toronto all the time, so I'll be there for sure. But
beautiful.
We'll be doing hopefully a little bit of content with PGA Tour Americas by then. I hope so. Things have been pretty busy, but we're trying to do we got a cool segment that we're doing with some players and stuff like that. So, and as usual, you can check out fullwedgegolf.com OTS for 20% off. We're dropping this on the Friday, the Full Wedge Classic. I'll be playing in it. We probably won't be winning, but I'm gonna try and get the drone up and stuff, so hopefully we'll have fun. But Ty, thanks so much, man. This is great. We'll be following along.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and go on to PGAtour.com. Go in the top left corner. You go down to PGA Tour Americas. Scroll through the leaderboard next week. Click on Ty. You click on the left side of his name. It'll give you like a red star, I think it is, and then you can just go on there each day and kind of check out the stats and whatnot. So. Domino's Pizza on Wednesday, 66. Domino's Pizza on Thursday, 65. So, sounds like
we'll see. We're definitely gonna test the theory again.
Maybe an extra slice and maybe like a 6-3.
Yeah. There's like you'd be crazy not to, man. You'd be crazy not.
It has to be night before. It's got to be night before, not day of. It's night before.
Yeah, I just mean like instead of having 2 the night before, just maybe pop a third.
Yeah,
take a few more strokes off the game.
Could be. I'd have one in the bag too, just in case, man. You never know.
It depends on the night. Sometimes it's a half.
Yeah.
You miss a couple. Sometimes it's a half, but you miss a couple putts or something like you're leaning a little one way. Maybe you have a couple bites on the course. I don't know, man. But like, send me the Domino's address and we'll try and set something up, man. We'll try and link something up for you. We love doing that. We'll We'll link something.
We'll
up to it.
advertise for you.
Yeah, we'll get a couple Zaz sent to the Celone residents. But thanks so much, Ty. We'll appreciate it, man. Hopefully,
Thanks, guys.
hopefully we can do it again sometime, and we'll keep it a bit more
100%.
structured or something, or maybe we'll get more off the rails. Who knows? This was fun.
It was fun. Yep.
All right,
Thanks,
man.
boys.
Take care, buddy.
Is out in my ball and of course so I tee up. I lose the ball and I re-up. I miss a fairway, I probably end up in the ocean or maybe the beach. And I'm on a par 5 and I'm finna go reach it. Second was blind, I ain't see it. Feel like it might be an albatross, worst case scenario.